Hi there and welcome to a short sequence to help manage Meno rage. So Meno rage or menopause rage is that extreme irritability that many of us discover bites us on the bum with menopause. We go from 0 to 100 in a nanosecond, and this is all fueled by the changing hormones. Lion's breath is a great way to relieve tension and frustration. So seated on your knees in rock pose, hands on your knees. As you breathe in, we're going to look up, and as you breathe out, you stick your tongue out and growl like a lion. Okay, it also cleanses your lungs, lion breath. And we're also going to do some moon salutations. So moon salutations help to channel the feminine, calming, lunar energy of the moon. Standing in Tadasana, hands at heart center. Take a moment to connect to your feet. And then breathing in, coming into volcano pose. Breathe out, bend down to the short end of the mat. Breathe in, coming back through center, and breathe out, bend down to the other side of the mat. Breathing in, reaching up, and breathing out, stepping wide into goddess pose. Knees above the ankles, thumb and forefinger together in wisdom mudra. Keep breathing smoothly. Extending the arms wide into the 5-pointed star or extended arms and hands pose. The foot that you stepped wide with, turn that to face 90 degrees. Turn the back foot away from you on a 45-degree angle. Heel to arch alignment. Breathing in, reaching forward, and breathe out, pivoting at the hips, coming into triangle pose. Gazing up at the hands, up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing smoothly. Front leg is straight unless you're hypermobile or super tight in your hamstrings, in which case you're going to need a tiny micro bend in the knee to protect the hamstrings. Keep breathing smoothly. And then we're going to come down into a low lunge. Going onto the fingertips, gazing forwards. Breathing nice and smoothly. Curling the back toes under, coming back into triangle pose. Take the hand, reaching through the heart to the ceiling, remembering with triangle that you're imagining you're between two panes of glass and that glass is as close as it can be. So rather than leaning over like this, we're really lifting up through both sides of the waist. It's as if the heart is looking up at the ceiling. Keep breathing smoothly. Coming back to the 5-pointed star or extended arms and hands, and stepping to this end of the mat, coming back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathing in, taking the arms overhead, volcano pose. Breathe out, bend down to the short end of the mat. Breathing in, coming back through center. Breathing out, lower down to the other end of the mat. Coming back to center as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, stepping wide into goddess pose. Keep breathing smoothly. Straightening the legs, turning this leg 90 degrees, arms at shoulder height, turn the back foot away from you on a 45-degree angle, heel to arch alignment. Breathe in, reach forward, and breathe out, pivoting at the hips, coming into triangle pose. Keep breathing nice and smoothly. Coming down onto the mat, coming into a low lunge. Opening up through the outer hip of that front leg, the back hip flexor of the back leg. Just watch those shoulders don't creep up by the ears, opening up the space between the shoulders and the ears. Keep breathing nice and smoothly. Curling the back toes under, coming back into triangle, bringing the hand to the calf or the ankle, bring the other hand to meet it, breathing in, taking that hand through the center, through your heart up to the ceiling. Imagine your heart is looking up at the ceiling. You can turn and look up at your hand. As long as that doesn't pinch your neck, if you feel it's pinching your neck, just turn and face forwards. Breathing in, coming back into the 5-pointed star pose, extended arms and hands, and stepping to the opposite end of the mat, taking a nice smooth breath. So let's take this a little more dynamically. Breathing in, reaching up, volcano pose. Breathe out, bend down to the short end of the mat. Breathe in, coming back through center. Breathe out, bending down to the other side. Breathing in, coming up through center, and breathing out, stepping wide into goddess pose. Take a nice smooth breath here. Breathing in, extending the arms and hands. Turn that foot to face forward, turn the back foot away. Reaching into triangle pose, taking a nice smooth breath in and out. Coming down into low lunge, nice smooth breath in and out. Curling the toes under, coming back into triangle. Taking a breath in and out. Coming back to 5-pointed star. Keep breathing smoothly and stepping to this end of the mat. Back to Tadasana, soft gaze on the fingertips. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathe out, bending down to the short end of the mat. Breathing in, coming back through center. And breathe out, bending down to the longer end of the mat. Breathing in, coming back through center. Stepping into goddess pose. Taking a nice smooth breath in and out. Straightening the arms and legs, coming into extended arms and hands pose. Turn the foot 90 degrees, back foot 45 degrees, heel to arch alignment. Breathe in, reach forward. Breathe out, pivoting at the hips, coming into triangle pose. Sinking down into a low lunge. Taking a nice smooth breath in and out. Straightening that front leg, coming back into triangle pose. Breathing in and out, windmilling back into extended arms and hands pose, and stepping to to the top of the mat. Soft gaze on the fingertips. And then just finishing off, taking the arms wide as you breathe in and hugging yourself. This releases oxytocin, the feel-good hormone. You can bring the chin to the chest if you wish. And just take a moment to think of Meno rage as a way of letting go, a way of releasing anything that no longer serves you. And remembering they're just emotions, they're not good or bad. These emotions serve a purpose. They're guiding us towards change. Breathing in, taking the arms wide, and breathing out, hugging the shoulders again. Other elbow on top this time. When we hug ourselves, it helps to release oxytocin, the feel-good hormone, balancing the hormones of stress. So just taking a moment to reframe any Meno rage that you've experienced and think of it, what could it be guiding you towards? What's its purpose? What is it suggesting that you could possibly change? Just reframing it as an opportunity to learn and grow, rather than an opportunity to beat yourself up. Bring the hands back to heart center. Soft gaze on the fingertips. There you go. I hope that's given you some little techniques to help you manage your Meno rage. See you next time.